All right, Jeskai Flash. Jeskai control-ish style deck with cards that actually kill our opponent. We got Cliques, Obstructionist, Spell Queller, got counter spells. We've got the Jeskai suite of Path, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix. I think this one of Peak instead of the fourth opt is probably just too adorable, but I left it in here because the submitter had it in there, so we'll play some games. We'll keep track of how many times Peak ends up being worse and how many times it ends up being okay. Al Border Gore with the $10 tip. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Perfect. So Grixis mid-range sounds great. Arc Memes, thanks for the 6-month resub. I appreciate the half a year. Welcome back. Why is Griselbrand a non-ideal deck for a tournament? Or I think it's a fine deck. I think if you're someone that can handle the swings that the deck generates, it's perfectly reasonable. Griselbrand is the type of deck where your opponent never beats you. Your deck just sometimes beats itself. And if you're okay with that, Griselbrand is a fine choice. Griselbrand isn't a deck that generates what I would classify as good matches of Magic. We have here our blue Lightning Helixes and our red Cryptic Commands, but that's okay because this is a Jeskai deck, so red Cryptic Command fits in, and same thing with this. So, you know, this is a truly an American Lightning Helix. Whenever anybody tells me that XYZ should be easy to implement in Magic Online, I always respond with the same thing. It's, you do know Magic Online is the application that after 16 years can't get the colors of its cards right in the application. It's like never assume something is easy to do in a code base that you haven't dug into yourself. Celestial Colonnade, Sulfur Falls. Tribe Scout, okay. This is a matchup that tends to be very hard for traditional Jeskai control. So I'm interested to see how it plays out here with our Jeskai deck that has a little bit more disruption in it. All right, one Negate, please. Second Negate, sure. Negate and Spell Queller both stop Summoner's Pact, which is nice. Do I want to path this? Nah, that ramps them anyways. They're going to get 2 ramps out of it, so might as well just leave it in play. Save the paths for their Titans. It's possible that with double path, I can like tempo their Titans out while attacking them, but they're at 24, so it's not going to be super easy. I think I just play Spell Queller here as a beater. Just need to start attacking them. Do I throw my wild cards at Banefire or Dino Frenzy? Do you like grindy control decks or do you like pseudo combo decks? Because like the Banefire deck's like a grindy control deck and the Dino Frenzy's like a pseudo combo deck. I think the Dino Frenzy deck has more potential for getting better with the next set than the Banefire deck does. So if you want a deck that you're going to be like, get to work and tune a bit when the next set drops, I think the Dino Frenzy deck's probably the better choice. All right, this card. So they could pay for this Mana Leak here, but this Mana Leak is also like going to have diminishing returns pretty soon, so I'm just going to go ahead and cast it. ISB, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. I get the day off Tuesdays, so hoping to see some allies then. Thanks for the support. That should thoroughly bump them up to first place for Tuesday. I believe I'm starting with 2 modern decks on Tuesday. All right, so we have Snap Mana Leak and Snap Negate available to us. If they don't have a Cavern, using the Mana Leak on that might have been a little aggressive. Nah, I think I want to save the paths for the Titans at this point. This is so weird. They never don't have the Cavern of Souls. In fact, the fact that my counter spells have text boxes right now is so wild. So confused. Yeah, Cavern of Souls is really rancid design. It's one of the things that makes playing these control decks pretty miserable in Modern. Just like have another natural Titan. It's unfortunate. I was hoping their next one would be a Summoner's Pact. And like here's the issue, is that this Titan gets Cavern of Souls. For Standard. Standard's gonna be completely different. But that's not going to be a week 1 tournament rock killer. So like you're going to get to see like the week 1 open is going to happen before that tournament. So I would tell you to wait and see what happens with the events that come before it. Yeah, play something proactive is generally good advice in new formats. So I get to path that. And now they have Teleria West in their hand that they get to transmute for a Summoner's Pact, but I get to negate that, right? Would Force of Will make Modern healthier? I have no idea. And like, this Radiant Fountain is just like gained them 8 life this game. Squadron Titans, assemble! This is why this deck's really good. This is why this deck's really good. One of the many reasons why Amulet Titan's very good. Just literally Titans on Titans on Titans. This is their 3rd Titan, at least. So if I draw a Snapcaster Mage or another path to exile here, I can exile the 4th Titan potentially. Have I posted a current Deadgai list recently? I have not. So I'm pathing this in response to the Teleria West transmutation here, because if I don't do it in response, they can get Pact of Negation to Pact of Negation my path to exile. We'll be playing Deadgai list at some point in the future, though, because I had someone donate to add it back to the queue. It's a big boy. And like, again, this card gained them 8 this game. Like, if they were at 4 here, they'd be dead to the Lightning Helix, but I guess that's not true because the Ballista can shoot the Colonnade. Yep. Stream Decker should be on the left side of the screen, Rolk. Oh, they tapped too many blue sources here, right? They should have left the growth chambers up. Do they have a blue source out of their hand? Welcome to playing Fair Decks in Modern. Please enjoy your stay. Yeah, Amulet's really good against Dredge, for sure. Alright, so I get to bring in a Negate and 2 Disdainful Strokes, and then I get to just get destroyed by Cavern of Souls. Sounds like a good time. Sure. Wizard aggro in Standard, in my experience, is just a bad version of the Drake's deck. So if you're looking to play a blue-red deck in Standard, you probably just want to play some iteration of Drake's. Okie doke. Yeah, I agree. That Cavern was like a knee-jerk reaction to Snapcaster and Mana Leak being together, and now we have to just like suffer through it in Modern for forever. And by forever, I mean until we have a new non-rotating format where we can enjoy playing counter spells and not feel stupid for doing so. Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't do both. It should be like Boseiju. Do I have a set price point for a bad Eldrazi deck? At $50+, my requirements for what I accept go way down. So I get to negate the Summoner's Pact next turn, and they Pact of Negation and kill me. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can do assuming things happen, but like this Pact of Negation just like muddles all the complications. Negate's a great draw. So they have a Forest, a Gruul Turf, a Pact of Negation, and one card I don't know here. Yeah, we can Snap Path and negate their Pact of Negation. And like Nimble Obstructionist is like a pretty real clock in the air. Shame we didn't draw a untapped land this turn so we could Spell Queller this. So they have Gruul Turf, Basic Forest, one card I don't know. So like trying to fade one of their 12 Titans here. So they have Teleria West, Actual Titan, and Summoner's Pact. Okay, bodes well for us. Was Peak better than Opt? Maybe. It did give me what felt like valuable information on how to sequence. I think I would check that down as yes, that Peak was better than an Opt would have been. Good catch. You said we wanted to keep track of that, right? All right, and now that we got to untap here, we have Summoner's Pact and Teleria West covered because we can Summoner's Pact, or we can Spell Queller those two. All right, well, I think I just try and kill them here, right? Just like end step, put 5 more power into play. Pretty happy with how he boarded here. Run it back. The True King, if you want to submit decks to potentially be played, please use the deck submission process on my website. So bit.ly/Google Sellout. You can find the instructions detailed there along with a link to the Google form with how you submit things. Helps me stay organized. All right, we're going to kill that one with fire here, I think. Sand's really hoping to draw an untapped land next turn. Wonder if 4 Colonnades is too many in this deck. I've seen some of these Jeskai decks going down to like 2 to 3, and that doesn't seem unreasonable based on how these games are playing out. You just really don't have time to like have a bunch of tapped lands in this format, it feels like. Wonder if it's wrong to shock that in there. I agree. Nimble Obstructionist, you know, it's one of the reasons I love playing the blue-red deck. This card's incredibly powerful. Card's incredibly flexible, I should say. It's very, very flexible. Do I just let this resolve? I think I just let this resolve and plan to just, like, deal with Titans. So, like, put my thing into play here and start attacking. Am I getting a braided? Rude. Yeah, the minimum price for submitting Magic Online decks is $25 moving forward. This doesn't actually do anything, right? Like, they have double amulets, so this doesn't find anything I really care about here. I guess maybe they don't have a bounce land. Maybe. I don't actually know the contents of their hand here. Really need a threat here for on our part. Clique is an excellent threat. Sure. I get it. If anything happens, I'm extra dead. And my hand is great, so let's see how bad yours is. Huh. I think I take the Fire Spout. Yeah, Jensen, this is what's it called? This is match 1, game 3. It's game 3 or game 2? I think it's game 3. Based on the clocks, I'm guessing game 3. Sure. Did they say there's going to be 3 Ravnica sets? Or are there only 2? I should probably know that. There's 3. Okay. Sure, you have a Pact of Negation. Interesting that they didn't pull the trigger on the Pact of Negation there. You can definitely change your Twitch profile name. Is 100% something you can do. It's in your settings somewhere. So they have 2 packs here. I think I just negate this. I'll snap negate the Pact of Negation. Do I snap negate this Pact of Negation? So they've played their land for the turn. If this Pact of Negation resolves, they have to pay. So if I'm negating, I'm actually negating the Summoner's Pact because I want their Pact of Negation to resolve, so they have to pay 5 mana for it next turn. But if I let both of these resolve, they've already played their land for the turn. And they can play a Titan, but then the Titan gets lands that make infinite mana. Yeah, I definitely just want to stroke the Titan, right? So now I let this resolve, and then we snap stroke the Titan, and they lose to their packs. Yeah, that's the line. Zach, thanks for the 8-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. I mean, sure, but could they be getting something that I can't counter? Like, letting both the packs resolve is a big win for me, because they have to pay 9 mana next turn. I did, Al. It is in. It'll get added to the deck list queue tonight after I'm done streaming. So, pathing this is lethal. Then they can't pay 9 next turn. So they were going to pay for it by putting that into play and then putting a bounce land into play during their upkeep and making 6 mana. But now they can't, so they died. It's after 8 o'clock, and that means evening chill. These people are great. Buy their stuff. These people, also great. Consider buying their stuff. Back to our regularly scheduled Modern. Seems keepable. More big mana. More big mana. All right, I'm just going to take a bunch of damage from my lands because there's no way I'm staying above 18 in this matchup. And if you can't stay above 18, you might as well just, like, deal all the damage to yourself. Good evening, Mars. How are you doing? I hope you're doing swell. Feel like it's been a hot second. Hope your holiday season is treating you well. Yeah, definitely guilds to start, Benuk. Looking for some counter spells. We won the first match. We do not get to Stifle Bird the Search because the Search is going to resolve this turn. I do not have 3 mana. So this isn't Amulet Titan. This is a different match. This is Valakut Titan. So 18. The Scape Shift math is what you need to be familiar with. So a Scape Shift with 7 lands deals 18 damage, but a Scape Shift with 8 lands deals 36 damage. So if you can stay above 18 against Valakut Titan, their Scape Shifts have to have an additional 8th land to kill you. Well, that's moderately terrifying. I would like to leak your mana, please. Do they have a land drop for the turn? They do. Rats. Now, unfortunately, if they have a untapped land and a Primeval Titan, we're just dead. I guess I can Stifle Bird the trigger and then Path the Titan, but, like, the issue here is that, like, they have Valakut in play, so even if I prevent them from, like, getting more Valakuts, I like, none of my threats can live through this Valakut that's already in play. Like, all of their lands are removal spells at this point. Are there any Alpine Moons or anything in the sideboard? There are not. All right, I mean, I guess this is technically 12 points of burn in my hand, huh? All right, that's 15 points. Maybe if they draw no relevant cards the rest of the game, we can win this. So this path effectively deals 3 to us. It gets rid of the Titan, but it gets a Mountain into play, which is going to hit us for 3. We are dead to Scape Shift here. We're dead to another Titan. We're dead to any. We need them to just have land drops the rest of the game, so we can race land drops against this Valakut the Molten Pinnacle with our hand on the back of the Lightning Helixes. I did survive the holidays. I don't think this is strictly impossible. Like, I have strokes, I have cryptic commands, and I have mana leaks. Like, I have tools to fight this deck on. Not having anything like if there were like 2 Alpine Moons in the sideboard, we'd probably have an okay shot here. Put these towards Dealer's Choice. Rizit DK with the absurd bit shear. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that jazz. Thanks for that extreme generosity. All right, so we get to board these in. We get to trim this. Dealer's Choice 2. You're the best. Thank you. The Land Nauseam leak tonight was decent. Yeah, we'll see. I've got I think it was 10 or 11 more legacy leagues in the bank, so we're going to play those out at a minimum, and we'll see how I feel after those. A little bit of variety is not terrible, though. I will probably hold on to the Dealer's Choice points and then put Standard Brews into the queue that I want to work on after we get the new set. No, the opponent was at like 15. They were nowhere near dead. 17, yep. Do I cut Helix in this matchup? I think it might be right to cut Helix. I'm gonna trim a path and a helix. I don't want to draw too many paths, but like one can sometimes be okay. And like having burn spells to allow me to race is pretty important here. Colonnade tapped, go. This hand's pretty good. We can negate a ramp spell potentially on 2, and then like Queller something on 3 maybe. Seems decent. We have search on 1 again. Sure, but there's a balance to Wild Feather. So, like, take that last game, for example. So, like, while hitting 1 to 2 burn spells per game is important for being able to race in this matchup, if I do nothing but draw burn spells, my hand's not going to do anything because I can't just purely race. I have to have interactive elements in order to keep up. So I'm going to go ahead and take this negate here. While negate is a hard counter for a potential scape shift down the line, it does not counter Primeval Titan. I'm going to go ahead and Spell Queller this because Spell Queller is pretty diminishing returns as the game goes on. Another card that can't counter a Titan. And getting Spell Queller into play ASAP is important because it's going to allow us to apply pressure to the opponent. Because remember, all the disruption in the world doesn't beat this combo deck. It's just going to keep drawing combo pieces. We need to actually close the game out by pressuring their health total. Playing this during the upkeep does give them the opportunity to do something like Anger of the Gods or Sweltering Suns to clear the Spell Queller, though. Yep. Yeah, obviously Cryptic Command can counter anything Outboarder, but the opponent's deck, we're generally going to beat one thing out of the opponent's deck. The question is, like, how do we beat multiple things? They tend to have more things than we have counter spells. Woof. I think I need to Cryptic Command that. Oh, you know what? I probably should have fetched another red source there. All right, so they're at 14. They did miss a land drop last turn, which is good for us. So the question here is, do I Bolt Snap Bolt here? That would put them to 8, and then I attack them. No, I think drawing a card's much better, McPick, especially considering my opponent was missing a land drop most likely. And like drawing a card finds me more likely to draw Disruption. Yeah, if we Bolt Snap Bolt, Bolt off the top is lethal. The Colonnade also means I'm pretty likely to clean up, right? Helix, Snap Helix requires 6 mana. Did Magic Online lock up? I think Magic Online might have locked up. I was like, what's going on here? All right, well, you know. The sponsors love it when Magic Online locks up. They get all the airtime. It's been real finicky this evening. I don't even know what could have happened there to make it lock up. It's not like anything even happened in the game. Like what on earth was going on? Oh, they played a foil forest. That's what it was. They played a foil forest. Foils frequently cause Magic Online crashes. Beep, beep. All right. We did the thing. They did the thing. They died. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good? I was playing MTGO and the guy misclicks and said I was a sorry sport for not conceding. I don't know. It's like when someone makes a mistake and misses a trigger in paper, right? Like there are people that'll tell you you're a bad sport for not giving them their trigger back for free even though they missed it. I'm excited for the digital future where people will complain about misclicks losing them games and how they should have won, etc., instead of missing triggers. It's a brave new world. I mean, Allure, we literally have different trigger policies for different REL of events like that, just for reference. You don't even need to quantify that with that statement because non-competitive REL tournaments literally have different trigger policies. After the boots comes the training sword, followed by the shield with a real sword. All right, Mana Leak's a good draw. Gives me something to counter this Baloth with next turn. No, it is not a violation for both players in Comp REL. Your opponent's responsible for their trigger, you are not. I think I'm going to Mana Leak this just because Mana Leak's going to have diminishing returns as we go on here. And I have like a bunch of other counter spells in my hand. Den's Lettuce. Twitch let me share my 10-month twice. Does that mean I actually have 20 months? What's going on? Thanks for the resub. Ooh, they missed a land drop. That's good for me. That means countering that ramp spell was extra good. Please play a ramp spell next turn so I can Spell Queller the crap out of it. Thank you. Obviously, if they have a Bolt here, they get to, like, unlock their thing right away, but we're definitely snapping off the Spell Queller on this Farseek. Not close. Want to get pressure into play, want to stop their ramping. Spell Queller does both of those things. Well, that's phenomenal for us. Why is Bantu's Last Reckoning played in Modern over Damnation? It depends on the deck. Sometimes Damnation is too slow, especially on the draw. My Spell Quellers are hungry. And there's Farseek on the menu, ladies and gentlemen. There's Farseek on the menu. Seek far and wide, my children, and you shall find Spell Quellers. Spell Queller. Do. Great. We should be good to go at this point. Like with the selection of counterspells that I have in my hand and how many lands they have in play at the moment. Unless they have like something weird like a Cavern of Souls or a Besieger in their deck, they should be locked out of this. Yeah, Spell Queller super powerful. This is sweet. I get to peek at their hand to find out if I want to negate this, what's it called or not? The Search for Tomorrow. Rec Sage plus Escape Shift. So I do not care about this Search for Tomorrow. Since their payoff is a card negate counters. They're just like dead on boards. They should just be locked out here. Because I can negate and anger the gods. This is like their way to get into this game here. Get to animate Celestial Colonnade and kill them next turn. I guess they could hit a lightning bolt as their draw step for the turn and then bolt me after I animate the colonnade. Yeah, I think the peak might have been better than opt again. Which is really interesting. The information's been incredibly valuable for sequencing these games that we've had it. I'm really glad I left it in. I almost cut it for the fourth op, just like this is too cute, but I'm kind of glad that I left it in now. Like I haven't, both times we've casted and it's been better than opt. Like I haven't needed specific answers, but like I've had the answers in my hand and it's given me valuable information about how I want to sequence them. Like play my turns out. So generally speaking, Escape Shift post board beats these blue decks just by like having enough threats to play through the counter spells. A lot of these blue decks don't have pressure like we do. So like our deck's kind of uniquely set up to be okay in this matchup because we have so many threats. I'm just wasting time here, right? Like they have Reclamation Sage and Escape Shift, so they're just like deterministically dead. Just like dead on board. I guess they're wasting time. They're dead on board. They're wasting our time. I'm not wasting anyone's. Man, are we gonna 5-0 with Jeskai again? The last time I played Jeskai Control, I 5-0'd with it. I feel like I'm kind of cursed to do well with this archetype every time we play it, because like I do nothing but like trash talk Celestial Colonnade when we play Modern. So Celestial Colonnade's just like... So Celestial Colonnade's just like, I'm gonna show Hogland what's up here. Oh, did I forget to update Stream Decker? Alright, Stream Decker should be updated now. This hand's pretty good, right? This hand's actually better on the draw than on the play because, like, Spell Snare is absurd in the draw. I do like the suite of creatures in this deck. This specific Jeskai build seeks to address one of my issues with this archetype, which is that it's not proactive enough. So, like, having, like, 9 3-mana creatures that, like, attack people is, like, kind of sweet. Definitely am picking up what it's putting down. Living End, vomit. For those not familiar, the opponent's deck is a combo deck that looks to cascade into the card Living End, which returns all creatures from their graveyard to play. No, I said good 3 mana creatures. Did I stutter? I might have stuttered. Stream Decker is being slow. They cascade their draft chaff into play. Ooh, it might be having issues. Yeah, Spell Snare. Spell Snare literally doesn't have a text box in this matchup. Just like does nothing. That being said, Spell Queller and Negate are both live cards in this matchup. And Nimble Obstructionist can actually counter the Cascade trigger, which is relevant. So we have okay tools here if we can get pressure into play. We have 1 Negate to bring it out of the sideboard and 2 Rest in Pieces. I played some Azul and it's just excellent. First one of those solitaire games where I actually cared about what my opponent was doing. Yeah, a lot of the games on my board game recommendation, they're resource management games where like what the other players are doing will matter to you. You're guaranteed to trust Spell Snare when you play against Living End, right? We are 2-0, Shadow Popo. We beat Amulet Titan and Valakut Titan in the first 2. Yeah, the learning curve on Azul is pretty good, pretty reasonable. Another Spell Queller is fantastic. So the scary thing here is if my opponent has end step Cascade Spell, untap Cascade Spell. Yeah, those are the best games in my opinion. The games that are easy to teach but have a lot of depth are the best types of games you can give people. So kind of punished for playing a tapped land here. Potentially, maybe. Nope, not yet. Thanks for the clock. So we're hoping to not get like end step Violent Outburst, untap Cascade, other Cascade card, Demonic Dread. We can beat 1 Cascade spell this game. We probably can't beat 2. Yeah, Stream Decker looked like it was having issues loading. Apologies. Oh, that was a punt. That was a punt. So I should have flashed in Snapcaster Mage in response to that Beast Within. And then held up 2 other lands for the other one. So if they have double Cascade here, we die. If they don't, we've got a good shot. They could just like play a Draft Chaff, piece of Draft Chaff. So you let the Cascade trigger resolve. Living End goes on the stack, and then we will Spell Queller this. Puts lethal into play. If they have a Demonic Dread, we are dead. Demonic Dread is another Cascade card that does not require green mana. So that will let them do the thing here. Oh, wait. If they have another one, it happens twice, right? Because it isn't optional to cast this. Oh, you may cast that card. No, it is optional. All right, they're still dead though. Sweet. They didn't have another one. It is optional. Rats. That's fine. We snap bolt this and then we kill them. Winning game 1 here is huge for us. It's a really solid steal. Settle the Wreckage is actually really good in this matchup, huh? We can like let them combo and then like do that and they'll be really sad. Spell Snare seems bad. Man, Peak actually just seems fantastic here, huh? Is Peak secretly the best card in our deck right now? And I almost cut it before this league started. Somebody talk me out of Peak secretly being the best card in our deck. Here's a throwback. How many people in chat know what the card Aether Spouts does? Yeah, the Spell Quellers have been great. I probably top 8'd it open with an Aether Spouts in my deck. There's a deck list on Star City Games with my name attached to it from the top 8 of a modern open with Aether Spouts. Sorry, a modern open with Aether Spouts in my deck. Because obviously that card top 8'd standard opens. But I top 8'd a modern open with that one in my deck. Hey, there was Toman. Thanks for the 13-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Check out some of my options here. I'm gonna bottom that. I want more counter spells. That's technically a counter spell. No, I don't think so, Elp. I think even regular Living End tends to be a little bit too slow in Modern currently. Fulminator Mage is such a rude card. Hopefully they cast another spell like that next turn so I can Spell Queller them. I really just need to get a threat into play here. Their hand must be incredibly bad for this to be a play that they're making. Think I can fit anything in my mouth along with this foot? What do we think? Is there anything else that can fit in my mouth along with this foot? I think I could wiggle it around a little bit and see where this is going, maybe. They pitch double after they cast Simian Spirit Guide. They pitch double Spirit Guide. Yeah, it's fine. I've got Path to Exiles here. We're actually just like not too terrible off, but it's just funny, right? It's just I definitely just like devoured my foot. Am I just supposed to path this? Nah, we'll wait a turn. No, I mean, the Obstructionist is how I'm gonna win this game. So, I think I'm just putting the Obstructionist into play. Just like start attacking for damages. Yeah, I do evening streams on the weekend sometimes. So my Monday to Friday streams are during the day, but evening streams or weekends I often do evening streams because the kids and the wife are home, so we do stuff during the day. Hang out with the fam. That is a phenomenal draw. So they have me on a 5-turn clock. I have them on a 6-turn clock, so I do need to path to exile this Fulminator Mage. It's unfortunate that once I take the Fulminator Mage off the table, I'm not going to be able to have Negate and Cryptic Command up at the same time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and path this. Well, the colonnade's not doing anything. I also need to hold up counter spells, but the colonnade just like doesn't do anything against the Fulminator Mage on board. A good trick for when you're playing against Living End that's good to know. Occasionally the opponent's deck boarded in Ricochet Trap, and if you Cryptic Command counter bounce, they can't Ricochet Trap you. But I think I'm far enough behind at this point that I need to draw with this Cryptic Command, so if they have a trap, I'm going to feel a little bad here. Snapcaster Mage is a great pickup. Nimble Obstructionist, also a great pickup. So I'll get to Snap Peek here while holding Negate up this turn. Actually, I'll just flash an Obstructionist, right? Because that puts them on a 2-turn clock. No, I need to end the game, chat. People always hate, like, actually winning. Well, that is adorable. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely adorable. All right, should be close to can't lose territory here with double counterspell up. Dead on board, double counterspell up. You can stifle a Cascade trigger, but again, chat, end the game. Stop. This is Modern is a format about closing. Coffee's for closers, and Nimble Obstructionist is getting themselves a cup of joe, okay? They are ready to end this. That reminds me, there's a Nimble Obstructionist sitting on my counter upstairs that I need to sign and mail back to someone. Who's ever Nimble Obstructionist that is, I apologize. I've had it for way too long. Hey, what's going on, Justin? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Happy Holidays, do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. Well, as with every time you register Celestial Colonnade, obviously we're undefeated. Just casual 8-0. Making up points for the yeah, this is gonna be my last league of the night, Justin. This list actually felt really good. The interactive spells in Jeskai are always like very reasonable, and like having a bunch of ways to actually kill your opponent feels quite fantastic. That is true. It doesn't have to be. I think 4 colonnades is too many. I think there should probably only be 3 at most, if not to only 2. I think having more untapped lands would be nice. It's not amazing, but it's definitely keepable. Oh, don't make me sad with a poop deck, Anoronics. Bringing to Kiki's been rough the last couple times we've played it. I mean, we did just get done talking about cutting Celestial Colonnades. Yeah, looks like we're both playing Jeskai. Opponent probably playing the more controlling build that's more common. It's been a hot second since we played JAC. I think I actually have a copy of JAC in the queue already. Yeah, definitely do. I mean, it was going to be my last deck of the night, but I am my own boss. It's been a hot second since both Justin and Anna have been here. Some other people must have signed off. We actually broke 600 viewers tonight. For folks that are new and don't know who Anna and Justin are, you should look at the bit total under the stream. JC's not too bad. Ooh, are they missing a land drop? That's incredibly good for us. Yeah, baby. All right, sweet. Hopefully we draw some spells at some point, but like generally speaking, hitting a bunch of lands in a control mirror is good. I forgot you put me as one of your emotes in her. All right, Snapcaster Mage is a decent pickup. So they're at 17. I'm gonna Queller their Snap. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? If they decide to kill my Queller here, I can Mana Leak the removal spell, which is great. Get some value off of this. Logic not for X is 4. Read. No, I'm saving Kiki Cord for Wall of Roots Celebration Day. I also don't have a Kiki Cord list put together. It's something that needs to happen at some point. On January 29th, Wall of Roots will have been broken on Magic Online for 3 entire years. So that's going to be Wall of Roots Celebration Day. January 29th is the 3-year anniversary. It is a literal mirror. They are playing Spell Quellers as well. Yeah, I wanted to represent Logic Knot, but you're right. Bluffing wasn't worth it. I should have kept up Double Bolt, for sure. They're gonna fix it on the 28th? Yeah, I bet. I hope they do. They're playing Jeskai Spirits. Okay. Okay. Woof. All right, well, let's clean the board up here. You like how after I talked about cutting a Colonnade, we like play a matchup where Colonnade's good and then flood out without drawing Colonnade? Like, if like one or two of these lands were Colonnades, we'd be in an incredible spot right now. But they're not, so we're in a bad spot because we've got 2 more lands in our hand. Is there another fetch land in my deck? Is there another shock land in my deck that I can fetch out? I'm actually not sure. Let's take a peekaboo. No, I don't think the Blood Moon decks are very good in Modern. Chalice also isn't particularly great. Alright. Colonnade is spiting us, right? Agreed. We are out of fetchable lands. Such a low variance game, this Magic the Gathering. Please tell me more. Alright. Alright, the Quellers are not bad draws. Snapcaster's a good pickup. End of their turn, we're gonna snap opt. Well, I mean, this isn't quite a control mirror, right? Like, they have a bunch of spirits. Like, this is kind of a tempo mirror. I'm gonna mana leak their Spell Queller here. Quell yourself. Just stop it. Now that's what I call a stack, chat. That's what I call a stack. All right. Go. This is all I got. All right, settle my wreckage, baby. Do it. Send them to exile. Let's go. No, don't actually settle my wreckage. I was lying. I guess this kind of sucks, right? They get to Queller eat my Snapcaster now. Remember that time we had almost all of our lands in play, and then we drew another fetch land that didn't have anything to get? And again, just like the worst part about this flood is just like it didn't come with a Celestial Colonnade. Like if we had a Colonnade, we'd be winning this game. Before anybody asks, the reason I am not clicking a land out of my hand is because Clique can't take lands out of a player's hand. It's gonna preempt Twitch chat's next question here. Yeah, you can post decks in whatever format channel. So like modern in the modern channel, standard in the standard channel, etc., etc. They have an electrolyze here. I'm about to get electrolyzed, aren't I? It's unfortunate. At least the remand doesn't do anything here. Well, at least we're not shuffling our deck again. What interaction? Like I'm clicking my snare to try and draw one of two Cryptic Commands. It's incredibly narrow and unlikely to work out. That's true. I do have two negates. That's fair. Yeah, timeouts can last, I think it's like 2 weeks. Is this the last league? It's the last league I had in the schedule just in. I'm gonna click myself here and get rid of this mana leak that's dead. I have another electrolyze. Vomit. That's probably the game. Hopefully the rest of their hand is as bad as ours here. Narrator, it wasn't. No stream tomorrow. Definitely not tomorrow during the day. I'm not sure what our evening plans are. No, I can definitely add spicy tuna, Isha. Can you, no, I can just write it down. You're good. Thanks for the support. That should be up on Tuesday. I think I want the Planeswalkers. Yeah. Mana Leak kind of has diminishing returns. Do I want Settle the Wreckage? I think I like the rest of these cards. I think Dispel's good. Dispel's probably better than Negate, right? Yeah, I think I like this. I could maybe see an argument for Settle, but it's a little clunky too. Caleb said he's taking off tomorrow night, which doesn't surprise me. So maybe I will fire up. I don't think Christy and I have any plans. We'll see. I also don't want to like stream super late tomorrow night because I plan to do my normal stream slot on Tuesday. So like if I'm up till like midnight tomorrow, it's gonna be hard to get up and do like at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. I can't just cut all of my threats. Like I need ways to actually win the game. I'm actually gonna trim a Spell Snare and leave a Negate in to have extra ways to counter Electrolyze. I agree that Electrolyze is tough for us, but like I also just like can't cut every threat. The king of Hoaglandia with the $66 kicker. JAC sounds like fun. Deal, Justin. We can JAC this evening after the Jeskai. Two Hallowed Fountain decks in a row, if you would. Hey, Anner, if you're gonna bump something up after JAC, can you tell me what you want to do? So that way I can get cards for that and JAC at the same time. You have a match and a half to think about it. Land, Nauseam, and Sneak and Show were the decks we started with tonight. Those were legacy decks. I don't think I want to hold up Cryptic Command here. Missing the land here feels a little bit bad. I will probably deploy a Spell Queller at the end of their turn just to get a card out of my hand. And then if they Queller my Queller, I can path their Queller. I don't think I have a list for that offhand, Anoronics. It's been a hot second since we played that. Sounds good. I wish I had a cantrip to like cantrip, snap, cantrip. We've caught up in land drops at least here, which feels good. Yep, shock lands into play. Why are we running a Naked Snap out? Because I was kind of hoping to get some value out of them. We might be getting into Naked Snap range though. I feel like this is about to end very poorly for us. Oh, they're remanding my Spell Queller. Deal. I feel like I would have remanded my own Snapcaster Mage there, but teach their own. We're at like 18 here, so like even if I lose this fight, it's not really a big deal. I need to like untap and play like a Teferi to make it a big deal, and even then like I have a Cryptic Command and stuff that can maybe get us out of that. What's going on, Starnock? Yeah, I agree, Nuka. This Jeskai list has felt really trim. I like having all the threats in it. Looks like we're a little bit behind in this game here, but like as a whole, as is how this list has felt in the league, it's felt pretty reasonable. I mean, they didn't run out of Naked Snap, Justin. They Snap bolted. So like Red Kicker on your Snapcaster Mage is like not bad. How much do people watch my stream to see my hand? I have no idea. I don't have a good way to know that. Kind of a metric that's difficult to measure. We are losing this fight. Are they gonna remand their own Queller here? Remanding their own Queller here would be really good. They remanded the Cryptic Command. Deal. Yeah, never free. I guess it's been a while since like people have played a lot of blue mirrors in Modern, but like remanding your own spells to counter their counter and draw a card is something that you often want to do. All right, and then next turn I get to Snap Path. Yeah, back in the Twin days, that was just like a very common play, right? We've given them a large mana advantage here, but we have more cards in hand, and we're going to end with a Snapcaster in play, so like that seems okay for us. She's probably fine in Legacy. I don't think she's going to be very good in Modern. Their fetches might be blanks at this point. It's actually a good point. Spicy Tuna is a blue-red Merfolk deck. We actually haven't played it on stream before. It was something one of my buddies worked on that I played a little bit off stream. So they know about this Cryptic Command, so they're playing this Queller knowing they need to beat this Cryptic. Yeah, I agree, Edgelord. Please don't accuse my opponents of ghosting. It's incredibly rude. Sure. That's a cheeky one of. All right, not a cheeky one of. Cheeky multiple of. Got it, Anner. Thank you. JAC and restore balance. Cuts for Modern are 100, Anner. This is game 2 and we're down a game. Feeling ahead here at the moment. So, do I just try and close faster here? No, I'm just gonna leave all my removal spells up. Colonnade still a little bit pissed off that I implied I wanted to trim it. I don't know what our opponent's deck is doing exactly, but I'm kind of in love. It's a Logic Knot. This Dispel should be good then. Now that's a stack. Oh, yeah. Get him. Get him. Yeah, Charity ended on the 27th, Anner. For the Bitleys. Thick stack. Yeah, that's my one and only Grand Prix top 16 from back in the day. Back when I was young and dumb. Are you cheering 10K 100 bits at a time? Just mono cupcakes. Yeah, that seems fine. Many of the dancing jesters. That's true. That's true. That was a lot of notifications. The rainbow emote is quite fantastic. And close with the Kappa. God bless. We should splash black for Angrath, right? Do I ever go back to watch Hoaglandia burn? I'm not sure that I have. Oh, by the way, Justin, I'm not sure if you saw it. I tagged you in the subs Discord. On the 1-year anniversary of Lantern Day, I will give you 1 Lantern League. It's fine. For the normal cut the line price. In commemoration of Lantern Day.
Appreciate me.
I do appreciate you, wife. You're wonderful. My wife brought me food. I think I'll take all the bolts I can get here. One Lantern League, Justin, not unlimited for the normal price. One Lantern League to commemorate Lantern Day. So I was planning to eat the most American meal, which is 4th meal for those of you that aren't American, after the stream. But since Anna and Justin put up for 2 more leagues, I have to eat 4th meal on stream, so apologies. I believe Lantern Day is sometime in February, if I recall. Nah, I'm just happy if my kids eat real food. Like if Jake and Declan are willing to eat a chicken nugget or a piece of meat, something that's not like a potato chip or a saltine cracker, I'm just super excited. Tiny children are picky. Don't make them be vegetarians. I think I'm sadly raising a bit of a spoiled child. Because Declan really likes mac and cheese and meatballs, but he refuses to eat mac and cheese and meatballs from anywhere except Noodles and Company, which is like $8 for mac and cheese. It's like, you're 3, you're not supposed to have opinions on what where your mac and cheese comes from. No, he's not stupid. He knows when the mac and cheese comes from somewhere else. I've been on for like 5 hours, Black Knight. I don't know where you've been, but I've been here. Yeah, Crystal Clear is great. One thing I didn't realize, Isha, is they redid the Elite Four for Crystal Clear 2. It's really sweet. They're much harder than they are in the original game. There has been there's been some good stacks in this set of games. For fuck's sake. Seriously? Essence Flux? I just got Essence Fluxed? What is even happening? I mean, it's like much better than Cloud Shift, right? It lets them eat my thing here. I'm glad I'm at 16. All right, so during their upkeep, I'm gonna path this. I don't know. I think we're still in an okay spot here. Do I just let this happen? I think I just let this happen. They only have one card left. Nah, I'm just gonna Cryptic Command them. Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna Cryptic Command them. Let's just do this now. So, the reason why I fight over these cards during my opponent's upkeep is so that this way, if they have cards like this to react to my things, they have to spend the mana on their turn, which drains their mana for another turn cycle, basically. They just draw another one, sure. Now I'm down to 5, and like they still have a card in their hand, so like that's a Teferi. All right, what does that do for me? Does it do anything really? Not really. I'm gonna be like super dead to Bolt. I don't really have a good line to not be dead to Bolt here. Oh, you know, maybe I just tuck this and like get my Spell Queller back. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to just tuck that and get my Spell Queller back. This leaves me dead to a burn spell. Yeah, I think I should have tucked this, because then I have a blocker. You have a third Rattle Chains? Lol. Alright, you got me. You got me. I've been got. That really did not work out for us. Woof. So tucking also would have been bad. The Spell Queller was a 3/4. You're fine, Ribbon. I know what I'm signing up for when I play decks like that. Man, it's been so long since I've seen Hallowed one. My opponent went basic Mountain Street Wraith. I was like, what deck is this? I just like completely forgotten that the opponent's deck was a thing. The deck's really obnoxious when it works, Black Knight. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. I probably should have negated that, not mana leaked it. Because I can't negate, you know, Hallowed One or Gurmag Angler, and I could mana leak those. They could be Hallowed Phoenix. Yeah, this is Stomping Ground. Hollow Vine, too. Things that people have played. Karen Zoo, thank you for the 13-month resub. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. That's a pretty good pickup for later. I'm gonna play the basic island for now, so I can Cryptic Command something next turn if they cast a spell. Yeah, if you really wanted to beat graveyard decks, you probably need more than 2 Rest in Peace in your sideboard. Modern's always a form where you kind of pick and choose what you want to beat, right? If you wanna beat graveyard decks, you can put a bunch of Respect for Graveyard decks in there. If you want to beat other things, you can put other cards in there. Prices on Magic cards generally only go in one direction. Generally only go in one direction. Tilt. Lots of people want to see unplayable cards in Modern Nuka-Cola. Many of them subscribe to this channel. This league is dragging? Yeah. Yeah, Jeskai's always a 2-hour league, Remicide. This league's been going on for an hour and 50 minutes. JAC tends to be a bit of a longer one too because of how click intensive the combo is. This is match 5. So this is game 1, match 5, game 1. So I'm gonna click this negate out of my hand. Probably settle the wreckage my opponent next turn. Perfect. So I can settle plus mana leak next turn now, which is great. Mana leak usually stays pretty live in a matchup like this because the opponent's deck generally doesn't want to overdelve too much. They want to keep their other Delve cards live as the game goes along. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. You got me. What's going on, Magus? Yeah, Mana Leak having diminishing returns now. For sure. Do they not realize I can Snapcaster the Settle? This has been my favorite Jeskai deck I've played in a long time, Brosian. I'll definitely have some comments in the wrap-up section at the end as always, but we played straight Jeskai control recently too, and I like the removal suite in Jeskai is just so good. It like keeps it chugging in Modern, and like having 9 3-mana threats that flash out feels very reasonable. A lot of these decks only play 3 basic, so this might not have a 4th basic. Tilt. So they have 1 card left. They bolted me. I think I just attack with the click, and then next turn when they attack with everything, I like flash in both Quellers, eat this, chump here, and then I have 3, 7, 11 in the air to kill them. Seems fine. If they have a bolt, that plan goes a little bit sideways, but if they have a bolt and I attack with the Colonnade, I'm just dead anyways, so bolt's a little bit medium for us regardless. So without a removal spell here, they're dead on board. Yeah, I agree. If you're someone who's addicted to Celestial Colonnade in Modern, I'd recommend getting some reps in with something close to this. At least I'm not dead on board. This is the last match of this league. There's no reason to attack here, right? Because this has to attack next turn. I'm going to be playing a couple more leagues after this one, Magus, but as a heads up, if you want to see the rest of what this deck did as opposed to the other decks that we're going to play tonight, you can always check the VOD right away as a sub. Yeah, we're going to trade Colonnade for Hallowed One here for sure. Especially since we drew the second one. So this kind of sucks because thanks for the bit, Dum Dum. I think I'm supposed to play around Mana Leak here or Lightning Bolt here. Like I've played around all my other decisions have played around Bolt this game, so I think I should continue doing so. Which means I don't have them dead on board anymore, which sucks. Hopefully they don't have another threat here to get Flame Wake back. So I just pass here now again, right? Because I can end step Obstructionist. Now I probably don't even need to show them Obstructionist. I'm dead to a Delve threat regardless, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to hit them with Colonnade. So dead to Bolt, Collective Brutality, and Delve threat here because it lets them get Flame Wakes back. So puts you to 6. Go. Need to fade 1 draw here. They've played 2 bolts in 34 cards, so they can hit one of those. Some of these decks have main deck Collective Brutality as well. Well, I guess Fatal Push is lethal. It's a card they sometimes play in their main, based on my sequence here. Hey, Draco. Thanks for the 60 bits. I appreciate the support. Thanks for checking out the content. That also works. Oh, wait. Could I? No, Mana Leak didn't matter, right? Mana Leak didn't matter? Yeah, because they still have plenty. That's unfortunate. Pretty clean, easy out there. Yes, yeah, if they hadn't cycled into it, the Mana Leak would have been good. The Settle the Wreckage is very bad in this matchup because my opponent's watching our stream. I'm actually just gonna be done. I'm not gonna play through getting ghosted. I don't care about the extra 3 treasure chests or whatever it is. Treasure chests aren't really worth anything right now anyways. I mean, you never know 100% that they're ghosting. They made a couple of really awkward attacks around a 1-of Settle the Wreckage that they you know, you can't know is there. Maybe they just had the soul read, but like we just had like 6 mana up, so it's whatever. As far as this deck is concerned, we always talk about when you make changes to decks in Modern or Magic in general that you should be looking to solve problems that those decks have. And I feel like this archetype, this configuration of Jeskai works to solve one of Jeskai's problems in Modern, which is it can't kill the opponent. So like Path, Lightning Helix, Bolt, Snapcaster Mage, like that core of removal spells and interaction is very reasonable in Modern. But you can struggle when you can't close games out. So like having these 9 cards that are like pieces of utility and disruption, but also like reasonable clocks felt really reasonable in a lot of that league. We lost a close set to another Jeskai tempo deck, which was really interesting. They were playing Rattle Chains and stuff like that and Spell Quellers of their own. And then we just dropped that last match to the Hallowed one player. Yeah, Queller probably, these cards probably all make your KCI matchup better just because you get to kill them while you're disrupting them. I don't know that I really have any specifics on the sideboard. The sideboard in Jeskai is mix and match. There's so many different cards with these colors you can play in Modern that are very reasonable. So, you know, just you do you, basically. Pick your favorites. All right, we've got JAC up next, followed by Restore Balance. Need to get some cards together for those really quick. They were cut the lines this evening, so I need to grab the deck lists and import them into my editor here. As always, if you missed any of the matches with this deck, you can find it on my YouTube channel later, youtube.com/FHoagland. It'll get published probably about 4 or 5 hours from now once I play these last 2 leagues. And as always, if you're watching this video on YouTube in the future, be sure to like the video and drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching.